Oh, looking out at the IPS Central building near downtown Indianapolis. Yeah, we got so many students that are getting ready to head to the bus stop, or maybe they're heading out the door right now, so parents want to know what their forecast is looking like. Just anything close to the weekend, it's going to be a wonderful day. It's going to be a great day anyway, because
it is.
It's not going to be a manic Monday. This is going to be a wonderful Monday for so many kids that are heading out across Indianapolis. So good morning to you and happy first day to you too.
Yeah, the only drawback might be they wore themselves out over the
Yes.
weekend with this beautiful weather. A lot of people headed out to opening days at the state fair and had a beautiful time. The weather was great, so we are lucky as we start this Monday morning.
Got the day off at the state fair, but so many of you have the day on for the first day. So what's their bus stop forecast looking like, Matt?
Quiet.
Okay,
And that's
good.
what we need.
We like
so
to
we can
hear that.
focus on everything else.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
going on. But it was a busy weekend because I don't know about you guys, but my honey-do list got longer.
Oh, yes,
as
it
the
did.
weather got
Well,
nicer.
because there's no excuses. Well, you can get out there and get on
Exactly.
that ladder now and do X, Y, Z because it was beautiful out.
Yeah, you probably saw a lot of neighbors who were out doing stuff. The kids were playing. It was a good weekend.
Yeah, it
We
was.
needed this weekend for sure. But as you're headed to the bus stop this morning, the good news is that we're quiet. We're rain-free. However, there are some extra clouds out there this morning. We'll have a few sun breaks as you're waking up and headed out the door, but for the most part, I think we're going to be a bit on the grayer side. As we've been sleeping throughout the overnight hours, some extra clouds have been kicking on in. It is a comfortable start, though, this morning. We're not as chilly as we were yesterday morning. In fact, Muncie hit a record low yesterday morning at 49 degrees. We're nowhere near 49 degrees this morning. We're sitting at 67 in Indianapolis, and we have a lot of 50s and 60s out there this morning. Right now, we have our infrared satellite, basically our night vision goggles for the clouds, and you can see them slowly streaming in across the state. Now, there will be sun breaks throughout the day, but I think we are a little bit grayer. It's not going to be as sunny as it was this weekend, but it should be a nice day. Some 50s and 60s to the north at 67 in Indy, 61s from Pendleton to Greenfield. Good morning in Martinsville, 66, 69 in Bloomington, and 62 reporting in Shelbyville. Coming up, we're going to be talking about some isolated rain chances that these clouds could bring us here a little bit later today. We'll time those out for you, and we'll let you know who has the highest chance of rain. But Lindsay, it's a big start this morning as more kids are headed back to school, but what can we expect this morning?
Yeah, let's take you out to the far west side. So this is going to be in between Plainfield and the Monrovia exit here on I-70. These are the westbound lanes, and this is the trouble spot out there right now. Got one lane that's blocked up the way. This is I-70 looking westbound, so from Indy toward Terre Haute. And we've got some stop and go traffic, and that delay is continuing to grow with this hour. Check this out. This is I-70. Again, westbound travel lanes. This is backing up to State Road 267 at this point. Want to take you over to the maps and show you where our traffic flow is at this point in the red. Notice again, all the way back past 267 almost. So I would exit off there and then get on US 40. Right now, that's a 0-minute delay. The same stretch of roadway that runs parallel with I-70 westbound, where we're currently looking at a 35-minute backup. We'll keep you posted on this out on the far west side and let you know when all those travel lanes open back up and that delay comes to an end, guys.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. We are following a developing story now out of Delaware County.
Indiana State Police are investigating after a Muncie police officer shot and killed a man. It happened around 8 o'clock last night. So I want to show you where this happened. The map showing the intersection of 23rd and Mock Street in the city of Marion. State police say officers responded to reports of shots being fired and even heard gunshots as they pulled up into the area.
Well, that's when state police said that officers came across a man with a handgun, and at some point one of the officers fired at him. We're still working to get more details about what happened in the meantime. That man was taken to the hospital, was pronounced dead. No officers were hurt, but state police are now investigating in Muncie.
And right now in Cumberland, police there investigating a weekend shooting that injured a juvenile.
This is around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon in the 800 block here of Coley Lane. Officers say that juvenile was shot in the leg. That injury, though, is not life-threatening, we're told.
Police also say 2 juveniles were in the home during this shooting and no adults. Detectives still don't know what happened and if there are any suspects that were involved. If you do have any information on this shooting, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 317-262-TIPS. Police in Lawrence believe a shooting in a Walmart parking lot may have been the result of an attempted robbery. Officers received the call around 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon that a person was shot in the parking lot of the Walmart on Pendleton Pike. Police say the man suffered at least 2 gunshot wounds. Investigators believe the shooting happened in or around a vehicle in the parking lot, some distance away from the store. And at last check, that victim was in stable condition. No word on a suspect.
Well, Metro Police are investigating a deadly shooting at a Family Dollar store on the city's northwest side. This was just after 5:30 Saturday evening near 60th and Michigan Road. That's where officers found a man shot outside of that store. Police say he died at the scene, and they believe this started inside of the store as an argument between multiple people. Someone started shooting, and we're told that children were inside of the store at the time. Thankfully, no other people were hurt, but now a family grieving a loss.
Any loss of life, any incident of violence in our city, whether that's away from public eye or out of business, is heartbreaking. And we're going to work hard to figure out what happened here and work to hopefully help a grieving family put the pieces back together.
So we are still working to learn the name of the man who died. Police are asking anyone in that area that saw something and can come forward with information to reach out to police.
Well, Young Men Inc. Youth Ministry hosted its 31st annual awards banquet last night. Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett made some opening remarks, and State Senator J.D. Ford made a special proclamation to the group. This program is an 8-week summer empowerment camp for at-risk boys ages 8 to 16. Organizers say their goal is simple: to share stories of hope, to help children overcome life's challenges and find a purpose in their lives.
It's time to wake up, sleepyheads. If you're an IPS student, I know thousands of you in Marion County are getting ready to head back to school today.
IPS gets the new school year kicked off this morning. Matthew Foltz is at IPS headquarters there here in downtown Indy with more from district leaders. Good morning.
And good morning to you both. We know that's right. Thousands of kids right now probably getting on the bus as I speak. And really, the district has prepared for this big day. And joining me right now is IPS Superintendent Dr. Alicia Johnson. So 30,000 kids. How are you guys feeling about this?
Well, we're feeling good. We're very excited to welcome all of our students back to school today. About 20,000 of them will be either on a bus, walking, or biking to school. So very important that all of the drivers out there are just aware of lots of students who will be out on our streets today.
All right, and I know over the last several years, you guys have talked about the Rebuilding Stronger plan for IPS. Kind of tell us where we're at in that process and as we prepare for this school year.
Yeah, well, we're excited that we've launched everything off, and so this year is our second year, and I'm calling it sort of our settling in year, where we're just looking to sort of refine and get better. We've been really excited to see increases in participation from everything in middle school athletics to computer science enrollment to STEM school enrollment. So we're excited to just continue that momentum this year.
Well said. And we know one of the new things this year, unfortunately, the pre-K funding was cut at the state level. So how does that impact families and maybe the enrollment for students?
Yeah, we've been watching that very closely. As you know, most districts in Marion County previously charged for pre-K. Indianapolis Public Schools had to also join with that this year with the changes in funding. We've seen our enrollment hold about steady for this time of year. We're obviously watching that really closely and trying to be sure we're communicating frequently with families of our pre-K students, but certainly something we'll be watching closely as the year gets started.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Johnson. So, Jalea and Julie, you heard it right there. We'll have much more on 13 Sunrise, but again, a big day for students heading back. Hopefully they'll have a great school year.
And she makes a great point to drivers out there this morning. Just be prepared, watch for kiddos. This is a really big walking district. Matthew, thanks.
And with more districts headed back to school today, one organization is making sure all the kids have the supplies they need all year long. The Resource Hub hosted a resource fair at AMVETS Post 99. That's on the northwest side of Indy. So families enjoyed some free food while also picking up their school supplies and some access to dental work. The organizers here say that an entire community helped her when she was diagnosed with cancer years ago. So now she's repaying that kindness.
During that time, it was a little hard, so some of the nurses and the doctors on 6th South of St. Vincent Hospital came together and they brought my kids Christmas, they gave school supplies, and so I just thought everybody needs to experience that once from a stranger, somebody giving something to you.
Well, this is the second year for this event, and she has already seen the need for this grow. Last year, the event served 1,500 families. This year, twice as many families benefited from that help. So much needed, and I'm glad that she's able to pay it forward in that way.